Change is rarely born from comfort. Mm. It begins with a friction, an awareness that something is wrong. You know, but lasting change requires more than resistance. It requires a balance. That is enough dissatisfaction to act and enough care to build. You know, hating what is wrong is often the first spark. It sharpens perception and fuels action. You see injustice, dysfunction, or even decay, and something in you refuses to accept it. This energy can initiate movement, but on its own, it is unstable. And if driven only by anger, it can become destructive, it can become reactive or short-lived. You know, loving, however, anchors that energy. It gives direction. When you care about what you're trying to change, your actions become constructive rather than purely oppositional. You know, you're not just tearing something down. You're trying to restore, you're trying to improve or even reimagine it. Love introduces patience, responsibility, and depth. It allows you to engage with complexity rather than reduce everything to what is wrong. You know, psychologically, anger and love serve different functions. Anger mobilizes, that is, it pushes you to act, while love sustains. It keeps you engaged over time. When balanced, they create effective change. Too much anger leads to burnout or aggression. Too much passive acceptance leads to stagnation. You know, the integration of both creates resilience, the ability to confront problems while remaining connected to purpose. Spiritually, this balance reflects higher awareness. To hate what is wrong is easy. You know, it requires reaction, while to love what has wounded you requires understanding. It asks you to see beyond the surface, to recognize that broken systems and people are often products of deeper causes. You know, this does not excuse harm, but it transforms your approach from revenge to healing. You act not just to oppose, but to restore balance. In short, true change requires both resistance and care. You need enough dissatisfaction to challenge what is wrong, and enough love to build something better. Anger may start the fire, but love guides it. You know, the higher wisdom lies not in rejecting the world, but in valuing it enough to transform it. My people, hail! Hail!